I am freeze drying an entire Thanksgiving dinner.
Why, you might ask? I don't know, just because I wanted to and it sounded fun. And I was curious how our favorite Thanksgiving dishes would turn out freeze dried and then reconstituted and eaten. You know, are they gonna taste the same? I don't know. Let's find out together. I'm here at my freeze dryer vanilla ice and I'm just gonna get my settings going so we can get this cooling off. -10, extra freeze time 0, dry time 125 degrees, or sorry, dry temp. I like to do my extra dry time at 7 hours. And then sometime during the process, I will weigh my trays to make sure they are fully done after the machine has sensed they are done. Once I hit start, we wait 15 minutes and then I'm gonna go grab my trays out of the freezer and get them loaded up. You saw all of these dishes being made in our last video. Can't wait to see how they come out. We've got our green bean casserole, our sweet potato casserole, turkey and stuffing, and our corn pudding, corn casserole, cornbread situation here. I pre-froze all of my trays to give me a shorter run in my freeze dryer, and it has fully cooled off so we can load them up now. Closing my drain valve. Then I just hit continue. And now vanilla ice is gonna do its thing. This will, I'm sure, take at least 24 hours. We will see. I will check back in with y'all tomorrow and see where we're at. We need to go do an Alaskan snow check. You're in for a surprise. Things outside have escalated quickly. Here's your Alaska snowfall check. We have just been dumped on in snow over the last 2 days. I mean, see how high it is above our fence line. Our trampoline is halfway buried. Our side-by-side is covered. You can see on the roofs how much snow there is. It's crazy. Let's go take a look out front. My husband has been snowblowing for the past few hours. He's out there helping the neighbors. If you'll notice, I'm sorry, I hope you can hear me. Our stairs have a heated, what is it called? I don't know. Our stairs are heated, so it's really nice. We don't have to shovel those. Normally this doesn't get as snowy, but it did. Sledding. The neighbors' cars. This tree here is my absolute favorite when it is covered in snow. It is just so pretty. The quintessential Alaskan snowy tree. It's just beautiful. I'm back inside where it's warm and I can enjoy the pretty view from my window. But there you have it. The kids have been enjoying the fresh snow. I think for the rest of the week, we're not technically supposed to get any snow, but the weather app changes on the daily, so we will see. It is supposed to be very cold tomorrow and the next day. So crossing my fingers, I don't have recess duty this coming week when I'm at school. How do you know when your food is done in the freeze dryer? The easiest way that I do it, it doesn't require any special tools besides a digital kitchen scale, is to weigh all your trays. Vanilla ice has entered its extra dry time, which means that the machine has sensed that the food is done, but you do want to check your trays to make sure it is fully freeze dried and there's no moisture left behind. So I've written down all of my measurements. I now am going to go back to vanilla ice, and you see the middle button, more dry time. I added 3 hours just to give me some wiggle room. You want to weigh your trays at least after an hour or two after you've weighed them to see if there's any changes. If your trays end up weighing less than what you started with, it still is removing moisture. You need more time, and I would set it for another like 5 hours probably. If your weights stay the same, your machine has removed all the moisture and you're all done. So I'll check back with y'all in an hour or two because I cannot wait to try this. Is it gonna be gross or is it gonna be good? Time to start our second weigh test. It is cold outside. I had to go to Costco and check out the temperature reading I got on my car on my drive. There's this one stretch of the road that takes you to the highway where it's like at the base of a mountain and it never sees the sun all winter, so it's always colder there. That's where we saw the -5. My house is reading 10 degrees. So warm. Great news, it all weighed the same, so my Thanksgiving meal is ready to eat. Well, okay, ready to be packaged up, but I'm gonna eat it. Here is how everything looks. Our cornbread, our green beans, sweet potatoes, stuffing, and turkey. Actually kind of good. It's kind of like a biscuit meets a cracker meets a cornbread. Honestly, not that bad. Here's my plan. I am gonna label this Mylar bag as a Thanksgiving dinner. I'm gonna put the date. And I'm just gonna put all of my items in the same bag and just have a buffet of Thanksgiving dinner in an MRE. And there you have it. Here's our Thanksgiving dinner. Freeze-dried, shelf-stable, 25 years. Time will tell. So I need to run upstairs and grab myself a plate so I can plate up the rest of my Thanksgiving dinner that I'm actually going to eat and see how it tastes reconstituted. But before I do that, I wanted to let you know I am so excited. I am hosting my very first ever Christmas card exchange. I have seen other YouTube channels do this and it looked like so much fun. So I wanted to do it with my viewers. If you feel so inclined, please mail me your family's Christmas or holiday card this year. And in return, I will send you our family's Christmas card. I thought it would be such a fun way for me to get to know you guys since I don't get to see you. You get to see me, but I don't get to see you. So I would love it if you felt inclined to send me a Christmas card. I'm gonna hang them up here in my freeze dryer room. Assuming I get cards, please send them to me. In my video description has my PO box where you can send them to, and as long as there is a return address label, I will mail you back our Christmas card. Don't worry about the postage, I will cover that. I just want to share the Christmas spirit with all of you and just get to know you guys better. Oh my gosh, I am just now noticing the lines on my head from my beanie. Lovely. Now I'm sure there's better ways to rehydrate this food, but I don't want to dirty a bunch of dishes. So I am heating up some water on my stove. I'm gonna pour it into a little pitcher. And I'm just gonna try to slowly drizzle it over the food on my plate and just kind of let it sit and just keep adding water slowly till it seems like it's a good consistency. Ideally, I would like put it in a mason jar, pour the lid on, pour the water in, put the lid on, let it sit for a while, stir it around. I don't wanna dirty up a bunch of jars. So we'll see if this works. So I'm just gonna pour the hot water over the food, let it soak in, and then add water as needed just to get the right texture, but this might work out okay. Okay, is this gonna gross you out? Because there's some excess water in here. So I'm just gonna pour it off. Okay, I'm ready to give it a try. I'm going in with sweet potato casserole. The top is kind of hard because it gets like that crusty top from the topping, but the bottom feels nice and soft. Actually, tastes amazing if you can get through the top layer. But when you get to the bottom, it's moist and delicious. That one worked, great. I'm gonna go for stuffing next. It's not bad. A little on the soggy side, which I thought might happen, but I can still taste the sausage in there and it like tastes great. Flavor's there. It's a little soggy, but it won't stop me from eating it. I think it's time we try the turkey. It tastes a bit dry. Like, not that it didn't reconstitute, it tastes reconstituted, but just dry. But when I tried it before, when I made it fresh, it was dry. It just was not the best turkey breast ever. But this would be great in like a crock pot soup. Do you ever make turkey noodle soup after Thanksgiving? This would be perfect in that. It's just a little dry. So we've done sweet potato, stuffing, turkey. Let's go for green bean casserole. This one tasted so good when I first made it. That reconstituted beautifully. It's got wonderful texture. The onions on top are still a little crispy. This one worked awesome. I'm impressed. Okay, and lastly, we're gonna try the cornbread, corn casserole, whatever you wanna call it. That didn't fully rehydrate, like the corn kernels and some of the bread is still a little crunchy. I mean, it tastes good. Oh, it's got corn in my hair. Tastes good, but there needs to be a better way to rehydrate it. I don't know. Still tastes good. I'm gonna rate everything 1 to 5. Number 1, the green bean casserole. This one is perfect for the freeze dryer. Definitely recommend the green bean casserole. Number 2, sweet potato casserole. I mean, it turned out really well. I was very surprised at how good that was. Sweet potato casserole, number 2. Number 3 is the stuffing. A little on the soggy side, but not bad. Not so like unpleasant that I wouldn't eat it. And the flavor was so there. That was really well. Number 4 would be the corn casserole. It's good, it's just obviously better fresh, but they just didn't reconstitute great, but it's still edible. And the worst was the turkey, which surprised me. But I think that's just because I didn't prepare it good. If I would have done a whole turkey my normal way, I think the turkey would be much better. Smoked turkey is the best. That's how we do our Thanksgiving turkey, is smoking it on the Traeger. This, I just did a chicken breast, not a chicken, a turkey breast in the crock pot, and it's dry and not good. So who's coming to Thanksgiving at my house? We're having freeze-dried Thanksgiving dinner. I'm kidding. We're gonna make a fresh Thanksgiving, but so glad to know. Most of this worked. How cool is that? And I have all my others packaged up, so whenever I'm feeling in the Thanksgiving mood, I'm gonna bust that out. Definitely the green bean casserole and the sweet potato casserole, pieces of that, because those were fabulous. This is my lunch today, so I'm gonna finish eating and then we're gonna go downstairs and open a few more days of our advent calendar. I'm sick of getting cookie cutters. Maybe I should have known to expect so many cookie cutters, but I'm hoping we get something different. Before we jump into our advent calendar, I just want to remind you that it is Harvest Right Black Friday sale going on now through the end of November. If a Harvest Right is on your Christmas list, now is the time to buy. This is the best discount that they are gonna give all year. So check it out, link in the video description below. And if you purchase a freeze dryer from my affiliate link during this Black Friday sale, I am sending everyone who purchases my favorite geometry kitchen towels. These are just like luxe kitchen towels, and they have the cutest holiday prints right now. So I'm gonna send you this with some other goodies, but you do need to email me to let me know that you purchased, name, mailing address, date of purchase. All the info is in the video description, but I wanna give these to you as a thank you because they are so cute and you're the best. Do you remember what day we're on? Because I don't. Okay, it looks like we're on number 9. This is a new shape of a box. Do we think it's another cookie cutter? You guessed it. Getting all the cookie cutters. I mean, it is cute. It's a little present. I'm sure number 10 is the same thing. Let's see what we got. More snowflakes. Tiny snowflakes. This one actually could be good for making pie dough. I've seen where people do like cute little leaf shapes for like the top of a pie. A snowflake would be really cute, but more. Let's do number 11 and that'll be it for the day. So I'm thrilled it's not a cookie cutter. These are piping bags, which are very useful to have since I'm now going to be a cookie aficionado, I'm going to need the piping bags. So, day 11. It is so extremely cold outside today. Right now it is 3 degrees. I actually just got home from substitute teaching. I had to do recess duty today, just 2 recesses. So they normally rotate 4 recesses per day. The first 2 recesses were canceled because the temperature was reading -12 degrees. If you remember, recess cutoff is -10. So it was reading -12 and they made the first 2 recesses have indoor recess. But it warmed up to a toasty 6 degrees during the first 2 recess time allotments. So outside we went, we just geared up and it ended up being a lot of fun. Here's a picture of me at recess duty today. It was chilly, but not that bad. It's always good for the kids to get to go outside. If they're inside all day, they get really wound up and like they need an outlet for their energy. So it's good that they get to go outside. Thank you so much for watching. If you hit that subscribe button, you'll see all the freeze drying stuff that I do here. And you know, we have fun together, right? I think so. Remember, when you freeze dry today, you secure your tomorrow. Bye, friends.